I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak to you today, unfortunately not in person but via the screen, which we've all become a little more used to over the year. I think we'd all like to have a pound in our pocket for every time we've said or heard the phrase, "You're on mute this year." And what a year this has been. I know that for many in our community, the past 8 months have been really tough, as our lives have been turned upside down by the silent and deadly virus that has swept across the globe with such a devastating effect. Many of us will have family, friends or neighbours who have lost jobs and are anxious about the future and what it holds. Others have been furloughed during this time. Furloughed, that's another word we'd never used before 2020. But most sadly, we know that there are too many amongst us who are coping with the terrible grief of losing a loved one, and my heartfelt sympathies go out to each of these families. In the midst of these sad and unsettling times, we have also seen so much that gives us hope for the future. None more than now how our communities have come together to support each other, with you, our fantastic volunteers and voluntary community sector at the heart of this. Whether it's been working alongside ourselves at the council or with other organisations that offer support in the community, we've seen and heard about volunteers coming forward right across the borough to do whatever they can to help. We know this support has been a lifeline to many people who would otherwise have been isolated or left in need of essentials like food or medicines. Every small thing that has been done to help, whether it be walking a dog or taking a few minutes to be a friendly voice at the end of a phone, has made a massive difference to somebody's life. The fact that this incredible support has been given in such difficult circumstances and over such a sustained period of time bears testament not just to the depth of your commitment, but to the size of your hearts. I can't thank you enough for helping to ensure that no one in our borough has slipped through the net or has been left to suffer on their own. In the last few weeks, we've seen other seeds of hope, like the start of our older population receiving vaccinations and the rollout of rapid testing, both of which we hope will help to get our lives back to some type of normality. But it's clear that we will still be living with the coronavirus for a while to come. So your role will continue to be vitally important as together we work to support those who are most vulnerable in our community. As volunteers, groups and organisations, you have made real connections with the people you have helped, which has freed people from their sometimes very isolated lives, and we hope that these connections continue in the future. We know that because of you, our community is far more resilient going forward. You make our community stronger, which is a great thing. Also, I've heard many of you tell me about the positive impact of volunteering work has had on your own life, how much you have enjoyed it, and how you are looking for other opportunities and ways to offer support. So we hope that this continues. It's good to hear that volunteering has a positive effect and impact on both sides of everyone's lives. Looking to the future, it's important that we build on everything we have learned this year, particularly how we have strengthened the partnership between us, which has been a real positive. So as this pretty awful year draws to an end, and we look forward to what we hope will be a brighter 2021, I want to say thank you to all you have done and continue to do, and I look forward to what we can achieve together in the year ahead. Finally, however you are spending this festive period, I hope you stay safe, and I send you my best wishes for a healthy and happy new year. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm David Baines, I'm the leader of St Helens Borough Council, and it's a pleasure to be able to contribute to your AGM today. This has been a year unlike any other, and it's affected all of us. And in addition to the outstanding efforts and dedication of all our key workers, it's only thanks to the spirit, the strength and the kindness shown by our communities that we've got through it. And it's impossible to overstate the importance of the role that the VCA has played in harnessing this and supporting this sense of togetherness that we've seen in our communities. At the start of the pandemic back in March, when we set out to encourage volunteers to help make sure our most vulnerable residents got the support they need, you were there to work with us, to do what was needed and to see that the people wanting to help were put in touch with the people who needed it. It's not an exaggeration to say that the work we did together saved lives. And you're still playing this important role now, helping us to identify and coordinate volunteers to help run our community testing sites across the borough. When I became leader of the council a year ago, before COVID, it was clear to me even then that we needed to do more to engage and support the voluntary sector, because the financial challenges faced by local councils mean we have to find new ways of supporting residents and delivering the services that are important to us and our communities. And in any case, supporting the voluntary sector and enabling people to play an active role and a positive role in their community is the right thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Earlier this year, the volunteer coordination and support was badged as St Helens Together, and that name and that ethos is here to stay at the council. In fact, it's the one thing I'm most proud of. As leader, I want the council to work with residents, with businesses, with our communities and with you and our other key partners. Our new borough strategy, which will be published in early 2021, is titled St Helens Together, and that approach will underpin everything we do from now on. We can't do everything we used to, and in many cases, nor should we. We need to be an enabler, a supporter for the many great people and organisations such as yours who are ready, willing and able to make a terrific difference in our borough. The VCA has absolutely got an important role to play in this, and I want to finish just by thanking you all for your tremendous work and support, and I look forward to continuing and growing that partnership for a long time to come. Thank you.